Once again, Labour finds itself in the familiar position of a party wrestling with both government and internal intrigue. Angela Rayner's resignation has left not one but two vacancies, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Deputy Leader of the Labour Party. These roles are formally separate, though politically entangled, and now Baroness Harriet Harman has cut through the noise with her pointed advice the deputy must be a woman, and preferably one from beyond the M25. Why? Because, as she told the BBC, the deputy must broaden the reach of the leader and galvanise the party. Put less delicately, Keir Starmer risks looking too metropolitan, too male and too managerial. So who are the candidates? Well, there's 8. Is that right? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. Emily Thornberry, a formidable operator, loyally and already chairing the Foreign Affairs Committee. She was excluded from Starmer's government, which gives her independence, but she shares with him geography and background, a North London barrister in the seat next door. To some, that feels like an echo chamber, not a balance. Bridget Phillipson, the Education Secretary, is widely seen as a Downing Street favourite. From Sunderland, she ticks Harman's outside London box, and her working class background, council, house, state school, Oxford, resonates with Labour's traditional base, but she is very much a cabinet insider, and critics say the deputy should represent the grassroots, not simply reinforce the leader. Lucy Powell, recently removed as leader of the Commons, she brings northern credentials and soft left credibility, popular with MPs, pragmatic in tone. She could be the candidate who reassures the unions while not alarming Starmer, and of course it's not entirely clear why she was sacked. Alison McGovern, the new housing minister, Liverpudlian, amiable and steeped in Labour history. She knows the party machinery and could appeal as a soft left unifier. The timing of her reshuffle may count against her, but she has support among backbenchers. Sarah Owen, less known but dynamic, the first MP of South East Asian heritage. She brings diversity and independence, having resigned from the front bench over Labour's Gaza policy, but she may struggle with the 80 MP threshold that she would need to find in order to get her name on the ballot. Stella Creasy, the campaigner par excellence, second only to Tom Watson in the last deputy contest. She has presence and passion, but not always the instinct for collective leadership. And then, of course, there's Richard Burgon, the left's champion. Yet, as even his allies admit, the truncated timetable MPs must nominate by Thursday is designed to prevent candidates like him reaching the ballot. It's hard to see him crossing the line. Not only is his gender against him, but what does this mean for Starmer? In the short term, another headache. He had hoped to steady the ship after Rayner's departure. Instead, he faces a scramble that risks overshadowing Labour's conference. His Chief of Staff, Morgan McSweeney, is accused of flooding the zone with candidates to divide the field and keep control, but the broader issue is symbolic. The deputy leadership race is not just about personalities. It's about what kind of Labour Party this government will be. Will it be metropolitan and technocratic, defined by figures like Starmer, Lammy, Reeves, or will it seek balance, north and south, insider, outsider, cabinet and backbench, lawyer and campaigner? Harriet Harman is right to insist on a woman. After all, if Labour cannot elect a female leader after so much time, after the Conservative Party has had 3, it must at least ensure that women retain a strong voice at the top. But her warning about geography may prove the decisive factor. London is overrepresented. The smart money is on a candidate from the north, Phillipson, Powell, McGovern. Someone who can stand aside Starmer, not as his shadow, but as his complement. And so, in classic Labour style, what should have been a quiet autumn reset has become another test of unity, balance and symbolism, and the outcome will not change the fiscal rules or the schools bill overnight, but it will say everything about the party's self-image. Is Labour the party of the leadership machine in Westminster, or can it still be the voice of members, unions and regions that propped it into office? That is the question this deputy leadership race will answer.